Out of the blue of the western sky comes Sky King. As we say here in the West, reach, partner.
Reach for Nabisco.
Partner!
Reach for Nabisco. The bright red seal on the packaging means there's mighty good cookies inside, my friend.
Yep, that famous Nabisco seal is on all your favorite cookies. Creamy chocolatey Oreo cream sandwich, yummy Fig Newtons, mouth-melting Lorna Doone, Chipperoons, those great tasting coconut chocolate drop cookies, and many, many others. So just remember, when it comes to cookies,
Reach for Nabisco. Nabisco!
And now, Sky King.
Let the pitcher loose here.
Oh, let go.
What are you trying to do? He looks like he's hurt.
I'll hold the cage. Get him out.
His wing looks hurt.
Okay. Try him. See if he can fly.
He's headed north. He'll make it. He better make it.
That certainly tasted good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I've already done a full day's work this morning.
Oh, me too. Sky, is it all right if I ride over to the Parkins Ranch and visit a while? Well, I've done all my chores.
Sure, go ahead, honey.
Well, will you look at that? Now, how am I supposed to grow anything if the birds are going to eat it all? I'm going to get a scarecrow.
Well, it's only a pigeon. There are a lot of them around here.
Well, I don't care, but he's eating my flowers. Now, get, go on.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Looks like there's something tied to his leg.
Huh? Oh,
There is. It's a capsule.
poor little thing. He's hurt.
This bird's not afraid at all. He's been handled before. See if you can get it off.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry I bawled you out. Is this a homing pigeon?
Sure. The Army uses them, and people train them as a hobby.
Train them.
That's right. They're trained to fly home from wherever they're released. They start training them when they're real young. The trainer takes them out, let's say a mile from home, releases them, they fly back. The next trip, a number of miles, they fly back. Pretty soon the pigeon can fly home from any place.
Oh, that's terrific.
That looks like an emerald. Big one.
Well, what's a pigeon doing flying around with a jewel like that?
I don't know. If the gem was stolen, the police were looking for it. And someone wanted to get it across the border.
Smugglers?
That's right. I'll bet this pigeon was released in Mexico, and someone up here is waiting for it.
Well, what are we going to do?
I'm going to call the sheriff's office.
Poor little thing. You know, we ought to get him to a vet. Come on, come on.
Sheriff's office.
Hello, I'd like to speak to Sheriff Hargrove, please.
This is Hargrove speaking. Oh, I didn't recognize your voice, Mitch. What would you say if you found a carrier pigeon with a jewel attached to its leg?
A jewel?
That's right. As big as a marble. I think it's an emerald.
I'd say it sounds like a smuggling racket. Can you come over right away?
Sure, we'll take off right away.
Good, I'll call the Border Patrol and ask Captain Thomas to meet us here.
Oh, and say, Mitch, could you have a vet there at the office so we can take a look at this pigeon's wing?
Sure, I'll call Doc Robinson. We'll be ready when you get here. And take good care of that bird.
Okay, I will.
straight line to your ranch across the border from Nuevo Ropo.
That's right, Captain. I believe the smugglers drive out to here, release the bird, and it flies straight north.
You find him in your yard.
He could have been going to one of the other ranches or all the way up into Canada.
I don't think so, Captain. I don't think the smugglers would trust him that far.
Well, if you're right, Sky, the smugglers are somewhere right in this country.
Suppose we let the pigeon go. I follow him on the Songbird to see where he lands.
You think you could keep him in sight?
Well, with full flaps, minimum power, and circling, I believe I can.
We could put the emerald right back in the container. That way the smugglers wouldn't suspect anything. The bird was just delayed.
It's a good idea, Captain. How is the pigeon, Doc?
He's doing fine. Penny must have that healing touch, Sky.
How soon will he be able to fly?
Now, if you want him to.
Good. Let's get him ready.
I've lost him. Oh, I've lost him.
Well, he's out there. Pick him up.
Oh, wait a minute. There he is. He's coming down.
Stay with him.
Don't worry. He's right ahead of us now. Where are we?
Well, there's Phantom Mountain over there. Grover southwest of us.
Well, there's the water tower.
Keep your eye on that pigeon. Songbird to Sheriff's Office.
Songbird to Sheriff's Office. Come in, Mitch.
Mitch here, Sky. Where are you?
We're over the Wilson Ranch, course 347.
Got that, Captain Thomas? We're tracking you on the map, Sky. Can you stay with the pigeon?
So far, so good. He seems to know where he's going.
Back to your front yard?
Not this time. My guess is he's headed for the smugglers as fast as he can fly.
They're in for a surprise when you find out where he lands.
Sky, he's turning.
Stand by, Mitch. It looks like the end of the line.
Right.
He's headed for the Valdez Ranch.
Well, that's hard to believe. I've known Senora Valdez for years.
I know. But it's her ranch.
Songbird to Sheriff's Office. Songbird to Sheriff's Office. Come in, please.
The Ranger, Sky. What'd you find?
The pigeon landed at the Valdez Ranch.
Why, if you weren't telling me, Sky, I wouldn't believe it. Senora Valdez is a fine, law-abiding woman.
There must be something here we don't understand.
I'll call my men and order a raid.
Wait a minute. Sky, Captain Thomas wants to raid the Valdez Ranch with the Border Patrol.
Ask him to hold off till I can land and look around.
Sky, this is Captain Thomas. I can't take a chance. If those smugglers get suspicious, we'll lose them.
Captain, please give me a chance to talk to Senora Valdez.
If I don't surprise those smugglers, there's a good chance they'll get away.
You can throw up roadblocks, surround the ranch.
Well, I've gone along so far.
All right, Sky.
Thanks, Captain. We'll land, look around, and report back to you in 2 hours. Songbird out.
That's where the pigeon landed.
Yeah. What I want to know is who's waiting for it.
Senor King, Senorita Penny, How nice of you to visit me.
Buenos dias, Senora Valdez.
Buenos dias.
We haven't seen you in town for a number of weeks.
Well, I've been very busy here at the ranch. Oh, what a pleasant surprise to see you. Please, come in.
Hurry up, plane land in the field. I'm sorry, I didn't know we had company.
Senor King, Penny, this is Willard Garvin. These are my neighbors, Willard.
How are you, sir? I'm glad to know you.
Willard is an expert in Spanish antiques, Mr. King. He has promised to tell me the value of some pieces that have been in my family for years.
Are you an expert on jewels, Mr. Garvin?
No, young lady. My field is antiques, ironwork, objet d'art mostly. No jewels.
When the Senora mentioned valuable pieces, Penny naturally thought of precious stones.
It's a natural mistake.
Oh, please. There's no reason to stand out here, Senor King. Talk to us a while and have dinner.
Well, we don't have that much time, do we, Sky? I mean, we only have 2 hours.
Oh, please, do come back as soon as you can. Please.
Gracias, Senora. I see you have quite a few new men working on the ranch, haven't you?
Yes, I do. Well, not really new men, Senor King. They have been with me for almost a year.
Oh, I don't remember having seen them around before.
Out here in the wide open spaces, I don't see how you people keep tabs on anybody. But I suppose you always suspect strangers.
Anyone is welcome, Mr. Garvin, as long as they don't bring trouble. Senora, nice to see you.
Thank you, Senor King. Goodbye, Penny.
Bye.
Bye.
That was stupid. You almost tipped him off.
He spoke so quickly, I did not have time to think.
I told you what would happen if you made it slip to anybody.
But I did not.
If that cowboy gets the idea that I've taken over this ranch, those strangers are my men.
He does not think that. I know it.
He's not smart enough to figure my setup.
Oh, he suspects nothing, I'm sure.
Senora, just keep pretending that everything's as it should be. In a few days, we'll be on our way. And then you can tell that cowboy all about us.
That's right. He's supposed to be an expert on Spanish antiques. What'd you say his name was, Sky?
Willard Garvin.
Garvin. Get that? Willard Garvin. Sounds like an alias to me, but find out all you can. Check our files thoroughly. Captain Thomas is having the Border Patrol check the files in Washington. Give us the word as soon as you can. Sheriff out.
It's my guess they'll turn up a police record on Mr. Garvin.
I've known Senora Valdez all my life.
Garvin's a stranger. We suspect him, but we're not sure he's our man.
I'm sure enough now. I'm going to order a raid in that ranch by the Border Patrol.
Captain, I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a little more time.
Now, wait a minute, Scott. You talked me into giving you a chance to look around while we don't know much more than we did before.
We know that Garvin and a gang of strange men are there. We know he doesn't like to talk about jewels or the new men around the place. We also know that Senora Valdez acts like she's afraid of him.
All right, add it up. What's it mean?
If you move in on the Valdez ranch, she's liable to be hurt. Garvin may think she's informed on him.
What makes you think she's not in on this smuggling?
I know her, Captain. I knew her family.
She wouldn't have anything to do with a criminal unless she was forced into it.
All right, so the woman's innocent, and she's in danger. Well, all right, Sky, what's your plan?
Wait until dark. Then move your men up, but let me go into the ranch house first. I'll make sure Garvin's a smuggler. Then I'll get Senora Valdez to a safe place and give you a signal.
And then we'll take the ranch. I'll go along with that, Sky. How about you, Captain?
I think Garvin's bringing jewels in from Mexico, and I want him. It'll be dark in 3 hours, Sky.
Thanks, Captain. This is close enough, Penny. I'm going to get in touch with Mitch and Captain Thomas before I go. Sky King calling the sheriff. Sky King calling the sheriff. Come in, please.
I can see the ranch house and the pigeon roost.
Sky King calling the sheriff. Come in, Mitch.
I read you, Sky. Come in.
Is Captain Thomas with you?
Not now. He took his men around to the South Road. The Border Patrol is going to attack from there. My deputies and I'll come in from the north.
Thanks. Over. Sky King calling the Border Patrol.
Sky King calling the Border Patrol. Captain Thomas, come in, please.
This is Border Patrol. Captain Thomas, come in, Sky.
Penny and I are about 200 yards from the house. It's dark enough for me to get in without being seen.
We're too far away to give you any help if you're caught.
I'll take my chances, Captain. Now get this. Penny will stay here and keep in touch with you both. She'll watch for my signal. When she gets it, she will relay it to you. I'll try to protect Senora Valdez until you round up the gang. Over?
Don't take any risks you don't have to, King. You protect Senora Valdez and let the police take care of the rest. Over.
Roger, Captain. Over and out. All right, Penny. You take over.
Okay. You take care of yourself.
You remember my signal.
Yes, when I see it, I'll signal back.
You be careful.
Calling Sky King. Come in, Sky King.
Hello? Hello, this is Penny answering Captain Thomas. Go ahead, Captain. I can hear you.
Now, Penny, listen carefully.
Tell Sky to stay there. Tell him not to go to the Valdez Ranch. We just got a report on Willard Garvin. Washington says he's a jewel thief and a smuggler. He's dangerous. I repeat, dangerous. You get that, Penny?
Garvin is a killer. He'd shoot his way out of trouble if he has to. Now, you give Sky this information.
I can't tell Sky anything. He's on his way to the ranch right now. Oh, golly. I've got to warn Sky.
You stay where you are. It's too dangerous.
Senor King, I am so glad to see you. Please get me away from here.
Senora Valdez, is Garvin a smuggler?
Si, senor. He has taken over my ranch. I am a prisoner. There are guards everywhere.
The police are ready to round up Garvin and his gang. As soon as I give them the signal, we'll find a safe place for you. I can't understand it. Penny was supposed to signal me back. It was too dangerous to wait any longer. Come on.
This is the sheriff calling. Come in, Penny, if you hear me. Answer me, Penny, answer me. This is the sheriff calling.
Captain Thomas calling.
Oh, Captain, I've been trying to reach Penny, but I get no answer.
Something must have happened to both of them. We'd better move in.
My men are ready. We'll get in close enough to see if Sky is trying to signal from the ranch house.
Keep radio contact, Sheriff. If you get that signal, we'll charge in there shooting.
Right.
Call it the Feathered Serpent.
Oh, those jewels.
And this is the last one.
You can't steal a thing like that and get away with it.
Can't steal it. I did steal it months ago. Each jewel was taken out of its setting and the pigeons flew it over the border from Mexico. Now, it's all perfect. An ancient Aztec idol worth a fortune. And you thought you were going to ruin my plans after I worked for months.
Let me go!
Tie her up. Then tell the boys to shoot anything that moves.
You just wait till my Uncle Sky finds out.
Let him find out.
Well, she's finished.
And then go find Senora Valdez.
Right.
Calling Captain Thomas. Border Patrol. Come in, please.
Come in, Sheriff.
I found their walkie-talkie, their binoculars, and their flashlight. They're both gone, but there's no sign of a struggle. You know, when you told Penny about Garvin being a killer, she must have gone to the ranch house to warn Sky.
What did you say?
Sky, you might have gotten shot sneaking up on me like that.
Where's Penny? I signaled her, but she didn't answer.
She must have followed you and...
Ran into Garvin?
Yeah.
Take care of Senora Valdez. Give me 5 minutes and come in shooting.
Right. Calling Captain Thomas, Border Patrol. Captain Thomas, come in, please.
I hear you, Sheriff.
Check your watch. 9:23. In 5 minutes, we move in. 5 minutes.
I tell you, I can't find that Valdez woman anywhere.
No, keep looking. She can't be far. You know where she is, don't you? Sky King was here and took her away with him, didn't he? He has her. I have you. Let him call the police and try and stop me. You wouldn't dare. I'm going to fly to the Great White Way, and nobody can stop me. My men should fight long enough to give me plenty of time. And with you in front of me, the police won't shoot. Don't give me any trouble. I've got a car hidden out in the desert. You'll enjoy the ride. At least part of it.
Where's Garvin?
He got away. He took a thing with him called a fetid serpent. It's all covered with jewels. Sky, he wanted to take me with him.
But where?
He said something about them flying to the Great White Way.
New York City.
What do we do?
Try to stop him.
Did you have any trouble getting across the border?
No.
Did you hire a plane?
Just got through. I think you're nuts for spending all that dough.
We've got plenty to spend right in here. We're going to travel in style. Besides, it's hard to trace a man on a private plane.
He's smart. I told you so, Max.
Yeah, you told me.
Is the plane ready?
It's ready. He's just gassing up. He'll take us to San Francisco.
Then we figure to hide out for a couple of
Oh,
days.
no, not me. I'm going to New York City and the bright lights. Where's the pilot?
Right here, Garvin.
Sky King.
You know this guy?
We've met. Now, if you'll turn around, Captain Thomas is waiting to greet you.
You've been a big help, Sky. You too, Sheriff. Believe me, I'll not forget it.
Golly, that was neat.
Well, how about a ride home, Mitch?
I can't afford the price that smuggler and his gang offered you.
I'll fly you for free. All the comforts. Hostess, pilot. The plane is now waiting to take on passengers at gate 33.
Well, let's go.
Tune in again next week. Remember, reach for Nabisco. Partner! Reach for Nabisco. The bright red seal on the package end means there's mighty good cookies inside, my friend.